find your way back home.
How's it going? I didn't want to be making this video again, but here we are. I'm not really sure how else to say it other than say it like it is. The most recent reaction for The Walking Dead, Season 10, Episode 10, I have re-edited and re-rendered and re-uploaded the episode and the reaction to the episode at least 3 times now. I'm rendering the 4th version as we speak, with all of them getting completely random and bullshit claims by none other than CPR Agency. The coward pussy rascals. Doing it again. So, of course, I have disputed all of them, and the fact that they can claim the videos before they're even public, I think is really kind of suspect, and that I'm really surprised YouTube allows that, but I can't really do anything about it. I've been looking into this shit for 4 years now, and there's really not a good system for dealing with people that falsely claim. I have not been able to find a channel that correlates to CPR Agency. I think I found one for Shop AMC a while back, but all 3 of these were just claimed by CPR Agency. And to top it all off, there were videos of other people's reactions that were posted and have been live since Friday. And they've been fine. People uploaded the entire fucking episode at least 6 or 7 times now. And it was left up for hours with nothing. I don't know what the fuck their problem is with me, but they need to fucking stop. Because I'm not going to stop disputing these. And if I end up getting a strike from it, honestly, it might even be a good thing because it'll bring some fucking awareness to it, and I will fight that tooth and nail. I don't give a shit. I'm tired of them abusing the copyright system. Whoever the fuck they are, I don't know, and I don't really care at this point. I'm so over this shit. I've wasted my entire Sunday re-editing the same video over and over because they just want to claim it, just fucking cuz. I'm losing my damn mind over this bullshit. And I thought I'd give a little insight to the video itself, showing some of the shit that I've had to do to it to make it acceptable. So, give me a second, because I gotta switch my little camera thing over, but I got a separate camera angle for this reaction. I'm not kidding. I had a separate camera that I could switch to that got rid of the picture-in-picture completely. And I covered it up. If there were times that it seemed to get a little long while I was talking, they don't fucking care. There are multiple cuts in these scenes. There are not any of these clips that show the episode that are continuous longer than 10 seconds. Not a single one. And I don't know what else to do anymore. I don't know if they're gonna accept any of the disputes for any of the videos. The 3 attempts that I've made are live on the channel right now, but they're not being monetized, of course, because of the claims that are on them while they're being disputed. And so I am just... we're just gonna deal with that. I don't know, actually, now that I think about it, if I can throw this up or not. We'll see. Hold up. And well, it's showing the other monitor, but aim it at my other monitor. Why not? I'll probably claim this too. Like, when I say that, like, do you see all those additional things in there? All of those, every single one of them, are times that I've covered it up. And there's ones here, I'll zoom in so you can see some of them. So like here, it seems like there's a pretty big gap where there's no cover of the picture-in-picture. You would be correct. But there is a reason for that. Because I changed the camera angle. So that it, right here, these ones that look a little blue, I changed the camera angle for those. This long clip that's, you know, over down here, right here, I changed the camera angle. There's no picture in picture. But where these other lines are, I put the little claimed picture in picture cover bullshit. There's 4 or 5 separate cuts here, and they just ignored them. There's even more 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different cuts in this segment, and they thought that it was one continuous clip. So I think they need their eyes checked because they clearly don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And making claims like this when you can't see, it's not a good idea. So I'm going to put the link to the Dropbox version of the episode in the either at the top of the description or in the pinned comment. I'm uploading the original render that I made with no additional altercations to my Dropbox right now. And the uncut is up there for people on Patreon, and then I think it goes public like Tuesday or Wednesday or later in the week. I'm not 100% sure. But the regular reaction that would have been on YouTube is going to be going up when I finish making this. I might put up the discussion part for the episode. I was going to do that separately because it was a long one. It was like 20 minutes, but I don't really feel like editing that tonight. I've been editing all day and all night. So I'm probably just going to put the little like 5-minute thing that I put at the end of the original reaction, which discussed a few points about the reaction and some changes I made to my thoughts on the episode. I'll probably put that, and then I'll put this part. I don't know if I'll put this part first or put this part second. I'll probably put this part first. But the reactions for The Walking Dead might have to turn into being like this from now on if they keep up these bullshit claims, because I'm not going to spend my entire weekend, which is my only time off, dealing with claims from these bullshit ghost companies that have no digital footprint whatsoever. There's like, I can't find LLCs for them, nothing. So I don't know what to do anymore, and I'm done dealing with it. So I'll also probably in the comments or description, I'll link the other 2 videos that I made talking about this, because I made one video back in 2016 talking about this, when literally the first Walking Dead video I ever made. It was a reaction to the Season 7 trailer, and that got claimed. And I didn't even have 200 subscribers when that got claimed. And I made a video ranting about it then. And then I made a video ranting about it a couple months ago for the episode 7, or not 7, episode 5, I think. I made a video that I ranted about this shit, so here's another one. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, I'm really just fed up with this bullshit. And I'm sorry if this is lagging a bit, because I am in the middle of rendering the episode again because of CPR agency. So if this is laggy, that's why. And to be honest, I'm not sorry about it. I'm fucking fed up, and I've had enough of this shit today. Yeah. I was gonna try and edit the first episodes for the new shows tonight or today, because I finished the render and upload for this episode yesterday. And so I was gonna spend the whole day today working, like playing with my dogs a little bit, working on the new show reactions and edits. No, I couldn't do any of that because I was stuck dealing with this shit all day. So I'm not gonna keep wasting my time doing this shit. After this render attempt, I'm not gonna make any more, so this is gonna go up regardless, I think, unless they dispute it before the episode finishes at 9. And again, yeah, I'm sorry for the drop frames on this, because I'm noticing it happening quite a bit. But I'm pretty sure I'm putting this before the other segment that I have, but I might hop on live after this episode. I don't know. We'll see if I'm in the mood for it. If I do, I'm only gonna be looking for positive vibes, because I'm in a real negative mood right now about this shit. And I really did enjoy the episode. There were, of course, a few minor issues I had with it, and 1 or 2 kind of big ones that I talk about in the little afterthoughts I'm going to put after this. But the main discussion is maybe going to be a separate video this week if I get around to it. If you guys really want to see that, it's like 20 minutes long, and I did it right after the episode, so it has fresher thoughts and more articulated points. But that's gonna probably wrap up my little rant that I'm filming. The episode's airing right now, so just so you get an idea of the time, because the last one, the part that's coming after this was filmed yesterday night. So yeah, here's onto that part. Enjoy. Alright, so this is Editor Jack coming in to give a little side note here. Please do let me know your thoughts on the whole audio thing with the noise gate and noise suppression, because it is very sensitive. So I can tweak it and continue tweaking it until you guys feel it's at a point where the audio is fluid enough for your listening, because the way that I do things, I have fairly good speakers and a subwoofer and everything, and when I'm editing, I'm usually using these. I know not everybody watches with, let me bring this down a little bit. I know not everyone watches with headphones, so I understand if it's a bit hard to hear or what have you, but I am openly asking for any issues with it, whether you think it's cutting out too fast or not coming in soon enough. Just let me know so I can, tweak it where I need to. And I thought that I was recording the show's audio, but I was, but it was a lot quieter than I thought, so I'm going to make sure to boost that next time so that I don't have to boost it in a separate track first for the full reaction, because the full reaction went up and had 0 show audio, so it didn't even take the track with it, so I had to reduce it, and I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. Had to render it for like 4.5 hours. It was ridiculous. But I also noticed that my afterthoughts and discussion on this were almost 20 plus minutes, and that's a very long video. So I'm probably going to put that into a separate video after this if you all would like that. If not, that's fine, but I'm not going to give too much of a discussion on the episode here because it's already a decently long reaction. So if you would like to hear my thoughts on the episode and the coming episodes dealing with Michonne and Stephanie and some other stuff, then make sure to check out that review and discussion video if it's up by the time this is, which it should be. I also was kind of tired towards the end of that, so I started trailing off a bit in that. Something I wanted to mention, though, I watched the episode with my parents after watching it myself, and they pointed something out that I didn't catch. I thought it was very interesting and should be noted. When the Whisperer was shot with the arrow and or crossbow bolt, I did not question it. I assumed it was Daryl that shot it, and or what have you. But then they walked in the direction that the shot came from and just had their backs in that direction, and it just felt like a very weird scene. But my parents pointed out to me that not only did Daryl not have his crossbow, but later on in the episode, right at the end when he is speaking with Lydia, they make a point of having her mention that she had been watching him and watching them, trying to decide who she was going to side with. And they believe, and now I'm starting to believe, that Lydia was the one that shot the Whisperer, because she saw Daryl and she saw them and what happened with the cave, and she wanted to start the chaos to see if Daryl would be able to, do what he needed to do, or something along those lines. But I could be wrong. We could be wrong. We didn't see Daryl with his crossbow when he was fighting the Whisperers in Alpha, but he very well could have taken the shot, dropped it, came out with both knives, and started fighting. But, the theory that it was Lydia makes a bit more sense, if I'm being honest. So, I just thought that that was an interesting thing to note, that I wanted to make it make it mentioned here. So, yeah, I'm really excited about next week. Also, just in case this is the only part of it that I put in with the reaction, I'm not really fully convinced that Laura's dead. If she is, I think it's a pretty shitty way for them to write her out, because she's been in the show since season 7, episode 3, and she was becoming a fairly main character. She was on the council, she was given a bunch more screen time, and I was really loving her character on the show, and Lindsley plays her so well. It's just, I loved everything about her. And for her to go out like that, if they were going to have her go out by beta, they should have had her go out more brutal, or actually shown what happened. It just looked like he threw her against the cell door and she might have hit her head or something. But I feel like it might be a Tara situation back in season 5 when the grenade went off and she went flying and hit her head and knocked her out. And she was out for, a couple days or what have you in the infirmary, and then woke up and was like a little delirious. And I really hope that that's the direction that they go with it, because if they honestly killed her off and then had not a single character mention the fact that she was dead, with the whole scene with Aaron and Gabe and Scott, I think that that's pretty poor writing, and that's going to knock the episode down a few pegs for me. And it'll kind of even it out, because the issues that I had with Daryl not taking the shot at Alpha when they were by the river is going to go away, probably, because I'm pretty sure it was Lydia now. So that critique or criticism that I mentioned in my other video, or the review part of the episode, is going to go away. But the other part is not. So this is already starting to get kind of long, so I'm probably going to wrap this up. But if you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, spread it around. Let me know your thoughts on this episode down below. And let me know what you're excited about for the next episode. I'm excited about Stephanie, for sure. As always, this has been Jack from Group of Gamers, Inc. And I'm out. Peace. Ah. Peace. Bah. What in the hell? Alpha, Gamma, Negan.
Turn back the law. Make things go.
Jesus, dude. Beta's in Alexandria?
You better not have just killed Jerry.
What's wrong with Negan and Zeke? The Whisper War is imminent, ladies and gentlemen.
And yeah.
Was that Eugene and Rosita? Damn it.
Yes!
That's what's up.
Cutting fucking onions and shit.
Oh my